Thank you. Bye-bye.
They are rare and they are few. Who can compare with Ronnie Q? So grab a chair, she's coming through. She's on the air. It's time for Ronnie Q. Ronnie Q. It's time for Ronnie Q. Ronnie Q. It's time for Ronnie in the morning while I'm driving. Ronnie Q. I really come alive when it's time for Ronnie Q. I listen to my Ronnie. Ronnie Q. I listen to my Ronnie. It's time for Ronnie Q.
Grand Rising, Grand Rising. Thank you all for coming in. Let me see if you guys can hear me talking. I always have everything preset, but I have to see if you can hear me talking. Thank you guys for being here. We have some events coming up. The Charcuterie Board Challenge is being held on Leo the Lioness page. She has a flyer up if you want to compete. She may be able to fit you in. She has all of the contestants right now, but you never know if someone may drop out. Go on her page and let her know that you would like to be a fill-in. The challenge is on December 14th at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You see the cash prizes right there. So at $1,000 in cash prizes we will be given to the first, second, and third place winners. So you may want to check her. She has some lives that she did where she demonstrated different methods of making a charcuterie board. So if you want to compete, you still have time. Go over there and let her know that you would like to be a fill-in panelist, and check out her community wall post. Also, the next day, I will be having my third annual Secret Santa. That is where content creators get together they get together on the panel, and they exchange prizes with each other. They exchange names, and they then cash out each other anywhere between $25 and $50, and then they must immediately cash out their gift that they have received to someone who is in the chat. You must be here to have a content creator donate to you, and the content creator does not keep the prizes. They give it directly to the subscribers. This is our way of giving back to the subscribers who have given to us all year long. So please show up for the Secret Santa event. Now let me see who is here. I thank you all for being here. Okay, I'm glad you hear me. Hey, Auntie Donna, Unwind with Miss Messy. Thank you for being here. So Sophia's Oasis, thank you for being here. Comet, Grand Rising. Did I say Bougie Auntie? If I didn't, hello, Bougie Auntie. Maya made it. Love this song. I love that song too. Dr. Soapy, Grand Rising. I like this intro. Thank you, Comet. Palm Reader from LSA did that song for me, getting ready as I listen. And I might walk into the office on time this morning. Well, that is a good thing. Hey, the sisterhood, Sheila E. Grand Rising to you as well. Kind to me, my fave. Thank you for being here. Let me see. Okay, so I hope you guys go over to Leo the Lioness on the 14th and watch that charcuterie board competition, because the last one, it was so good. Okay, Bernice, Grand Rising to you. So, a lot of stuff went on the YouTube streets yesterday. Choreo Lover Grand Rising. Welcome. Thank you for joining Ronnie Q and being a part of the live today. Yes, indeed, Choreo. Thank you for that. Now, a lot of you, I don't know who could have missed what went on in the YouTube streets yesterday because a whole lot of shit was going on the YouTube street. Uh, I woke up and I saw King Roman News was live, and King Roman News was dropping mud shots, and uh, he was dropping information on his live. The live is no longer there, so if you haven't seen it for yourself, he went in on Rodney, on Dovey, on Miss Tulsa. What is it? King Queen Queen Tulsa. I have a hard time saying Queen Tulsa. I always mess up one of the other names. It doesn't seem like these names are supposed to go together. I can say King Tulsa real easily, but Queen Tulsa is a. I see. I said Tulsa is a tongue twister for some reason, but he went in on her. So yeah, I didn't like that from King Roman News. Okay, kind to me. Hello, everyone. I can't speak individually today. Uh, Dennis Rodman. Hey, Room Shaker, how are you? Hey, T. Danielles, grand rising to you as well. Now, so, they're having a back and forth over there with doing things how they do things. Slap me, slap your back, and type of thing. Maya made it. Does Palm Reader from LSA have a YouTube page? Yes, she does. And she has some good content on there. Let me find it for you. Hold on one second. Okay, I'm going to drop the link. Please subscribe to the page. I think you will enjoy it. She has a lot of YouTube story things on here, and this is one of my favorite ones. Okay, let me drop her link first, and I'm going to show you one of my favorite ones from her. Okay, here we go. Please subscribe to the link, and let's watch one of her masterpieces as far as I'm concerned. Okay, you guys are ready? Let me make sure I'm ready. Okay, I'm ready now. Okay, let's check this one out. I'm using this under fair use for news reporting. I'm reporting a channel that people may not be familiar with. So I hope you guys go over there and subscribe. Here we go.
They're eating the dogs. They're eating the cats. They're eating the pets. Eating the pets. The pets. The pets. 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 Lock him up with a sentence of the highest degree. Lock him up and his chain of confederacy. Lock him up and make certain that you bury the key. Lock him up. Lock him up. Lock him up. It's a hungry life in jail with no one to pay your bail. Some of us eat frogs and bats. I prefer the dogs and cats. It's a hungry life. There's no protest or debate when you see what's on your plate. Some of us eat bats and frogs. I prefer the cats and dogs. It's a hungry life. It's a hungry life for all the lies that I have spread. It's a hungry life where you grow tired of cheese and bread. It's a hungry life where you eat what you are led. It's a hungry life for every evil thing I said. It's a hungry life where I get tired of giving head. It's a hungry life where I wish that I were dead. Lock him up, I ain't gonna use no subliminals. Lock him up with the rest of the criminals. Lock him up, ain't got time for no elegies. Lock him up, that whole committed felonies. Lock him up.
But unfortunately, the ending didn't end like that. So go over there and subscribe. Hey, Detach, Grand Rising to you. Look at Diddy. Look at Diddy. Look at Diddy. Oh, I have been hearing rumors that since 45, 47 is in office, there are quips that Diddy may have his charges dropped, as well as Mayor of New York City, Eric Adams. So we're going to just keep an eye out and see if that happens. Madison, Grand Rising, thank you for being here. Kimberly Black, thank you for joining us. So I have something that I really wanted to share with you guys, and I said, oh, I don't know if I can play this on my page because the haters are really out here hating. I'm gonna try it. I am gonna try it because it's a pure nature clip. So let me hold on. Let me get it set up. I mean, who can be mad at me? I mean, who can be mad at me for playing this? Let me let me go back. Lord. Okay, hold on. Let me set it up. Okay. I had to make sure I started it from the beginning because it's a Instagram post. You love that. I'm glad you love that. I hope you join. So let me present this to you guys as well. Okay. Yeah, this is the one. I'm going to remove this comment. It's just nature. How bad can nature be? Okay, let's check this one out. Look at the little puppies. Look at the little puppies. Look at the little puppies. The little puppy. Okay. I hope nobody get me. They probably will, but I just thought that was I just cracked myself up when I saw that. Seasons greetings. Yes, we are in the season. Dr. LaSonia, thank you for being here, Grand Rising. Driving and listening. I can't speak individually, but happy to see everyone. Hey, Candy Cane, thank you for being here. D185, thank you for being here. I guess you guys didn't think that was funny. I guess I have a quirky sense of humor. Did you guys see that? Oh, they're cute. Okay. It must be a delay. Because if that's all you got to say, you did not see the end of that one. But what else? I was listening to I was listening to a little piece of Jay Wilson. I was alerted to go over there and check out Jay Wilson. And Jay Wilson was talking about Robbie had won a case against Shitty Trish, and Shitty Trish was in a conundrum and over on Big Sexy's channel to the point that Big Sexy threw her off the channel. I did not see that, that's how the conversation came up. And then Robbie actually hit Jay Wilson's panel, and it is all about that. Hey, unwind with Miss Messy, grand rising to you. So then, oh lordy, okay, Big Daddy wife, Big Daddy wife, grand rising. Thank you for coming in and hitting the like button, and happy holidays to you and yours as well. So Raw came up on Hey, Pretty Black TV. Thank you. Good grand rising to you. So Raw came up and they have been going back and forth about this butterfly progressive title and name and all of this stuff. Now, so I found out that Trish was live as well. So she's over on her page and she's saying how, Raw, all she does is she steal people's ideas, and she's glad that she said what she said on Bree's channel, and it just proves that she just steals people ideas. But it was my understanding what it proved was Trish took Raw to court for this what is this butterfly progressive name, and one of them was a butterfly what is it? Butterfly pro what is it? Let me see. I have it. Butterfly progressive. So one of them is ink and one of them is not ink. So she actually took butterfly progressive. She actually took Raw to court, and Raw displayed that she won the case. Trish's case was dismissed, but Trish wouldn't just say, "Hey, yeah, the case is dismissed." The case is dismissed. It was just too hard for Trish to say the case was dismissed with prejudice, which means that Trish cannot bring this same case up again. That's what it means with prejudice. Okay, so what Trish was over there on her page saying that this guy was her partner, and hey, Grand Butterfly Progressive Inc. versus Butterfly Progressive. Exactly, Unbod. So she was over on her page saying, I forget the guy's name, that he is actually the one who can go back and sue Raw. So in saying that, what you're saying is that you didn't have the right to sue Raw. That's what I'm getting at it. They were a subsidiary of her company, Hypnotic or whatever that shit is, and blah, 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 blah. Long story short, Trish could not could not admit defeat, even in the face of court documents being put out there. So somebody came up on Trisha's partner. Jay Wilson was over there. Well, why did he quit? I want to know why the man quit, Trish. And then he even came over there trolling her in her own chat and asked, why did Trisha's partner quit? So Trish starts out her live with all this grandiose talk about who this gentleman is and how they are partners together to do this, that, and the other, blah 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 blah. Okay, so I came across Trish's partner and talking about this Butterfly Progressive, a non-profit, and this is the introduction. So this is putting the first foot forward to let you see who is over the Butterfly Progressive and what they expect to you to garner from them. This is the introduction. So I do not want to play it on my page, but I'm going to give you guys about 30 seconds and peruse this link and see who Trisha's partner is. And surely uh, he had to quit because hit the link and come back. Hit that link, and you will see Trisha's alleged partner who has quit working with her on this fake fake getaway to Belize and all of this type of stuff. So it's something to see all of this professionalism that Trish is out here spouting and spitting, and this is her partners. Put a one in the chat. When you have come back from viewing Trisha's partner about this highly professional, she's a professional. I am a professional. Put a one in the chat after you go over there and check this out. Has anybody gone over there and checked this man out? This consummate professional? I'm waiting. Did you forget something, Ronnie Q? What did I forget, Candy Cane? Candy Cane, what in the hell? That's Trisha's partner, and they are doing such great things and this, that, and the other. And everybody's stealing her ideas and this, that, and the other. So, Candy Cane, I'm wondering my damn self. Is there anyone else who has looked at that link to this introduction to the butterfly progressive? So they live behind bars. I wasn't sure if it was them living behind bars or if it was the dog pound. I really wasn't clear on what any of that was. Good morning, Grand Rising, Miss 313. Mac Lips and Hair. I can't stand you. Why? I don't ask me. I'm trying to figure it out myself. Miss Messy, what was that? From the professional Shish Trish, who has all these subsidiaries and all of this and going to court and blah, 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 blah. What was that? Miss 313, hit this link and check this out. Robbie Privilege came out and showed paperwork to prove that Shish Trish lost this case that she took her to court over this long hell. Robbie stole my name, and we even had artwork, and it can't be a 501c3 if it doesn't have .org behind it, and blah 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 blah. So he's fresh out of the joint, Ronnie Q. T Danielle. This is this and I met him through Russell Simmons and this, that, and the other one, and he used to work for Spike Lee and blah blah blah. Oh, and this is how we met, and we met back in the day, and he was doing this, that. Oh, yes, thank you. Okay. And he was doing this, that, and the other. So Shish Trish is out here just continuing. And it doesn't matter how many times that you prove that she is just out here lying. She just continues to come out here and lie. So listen, you can't make this shit up. You cannot make this stuff up. So I just wanted you guys to be aware. Miss 313, did you watch that? Okay. So I just wanted you guys to be aware. So unwind with Messy. I will forgive you for that, Ronnie Q, after my next coffee. I'm confused. Okay, so Trish is saying that she has a big nonprofit, which is this Butterfly Progressive. She's saying that Raw Honest Tea actually went and copy wrote copyright copywritten has copywritten the actual idea. And in in layman's terms, she's saying that Raw stole it, and the idea, the uh, everything about what this organization was supposed to be. So she I actually took Raw to court, but Raw won the case because this professional. I run business. I have businesses. I have this. Didn't file something that the court told her to file in a timely fashion, and her case, Trisha's case, was dismissed, which meant that Raw Honesty has been found not to have stolen this idea, concept, or whatever from Trish. But Trish wouldn't admit defeat even when Raw displayed the paperwork from the court. So she said that, well, it doesn't say that that man on that video that I just dropped for you, because it was his idea, and he was just a subsidiary, and but she was the one who took Raw to court. So she's saying the guy in this video, who is actually, it says, what the title of this video, the Butterfly Progressive Nonprofit Introduction. So this guy who is introducing this nonprofit to you guys, he can still go back and sue Raw. That's what she wants you to say. So this is his introduction video to this thing that what did he say? It helps battered women, something else. I can't even remember. What did he say? So this is the professional guy who's supposed to do this. Uba, the CEO and co-founder of the Butterfly Progressive Inc. We cater to the youth, the domestic violence survivors and their families, and veterans and their families. Our services, we do something fitness and bio cleaning services. We do, how what wait a minute, what do they do? Hold on, hold on. They do we do film, fitness, and bio cleaning services. Isn't that where you go to crime scenes and clean up the blood and the goo and all of that stuff? So they do film, fitness, and bio cleaning services. Okay. This is what this man said. But he said that they help the homeless and their families, domestic violence and their families, and veterans and their families. So what do they go? I don't know. Maybe they go out and do that work and donate any profits that they get from going out and cleaning up crime scenes to veterans. Of I don't understand. Okay, so I this is, and we also have merchandise. The introductory video, we also have merchandise. So if you want to buy some of our merchandise, we'll get some money directly from you. We're going to start the grift on the first video. We have merch. We have merch. We just going to say what we do. We got merch. No. Okay. So that's that is the person that Trish is doing business with. So she spelled slow Sal, so there's that. And then she was not even saying Sal, she was saying soul. Yeah, so it's so that's a good way to say it. I forgot to put the L in, but yeah, Bree is a soul. I was like, it's not so, it's Sal. So she was over there. She was over there, just a whole mess. I meant to say, I'm not surprised. Trish is slow. Okay. Okay. Thank you, Korea Lover. I appreciate you if you're in the clouds. I missed it, Ronnie Q. I just dropped it again. Did I drop it again? Okay, Miss 313. I'll go look at Trisha's partner that she is still putting out here as someone who is her partner, and how serious this butterfly progressive project is to her, and what a loss that it is. And they are doing things on a professional level. And look at his introductory video, Miss 313. That's what I just wanted to show you guys. So let's not forget when she was doing this alleged uh, Lycation or YouTube Street Awards, she came out there and she actually put links on her community pages where you can go buy these tickets. Where if you had not paid for them by a specific date, you would lose your money. What if you decided you wouldn't go? This company would keep 40% of your hefty down payment for these 500 and 600 and up tickets for this imaginary YouTube Street Awards. She had it all set up, but with a website and everything. But the website, when you hit on it, it says 404 error. So, but then when you just go and type it in by the words, you get some fake building, like a post office, like a PO box place where you can go. And I did a whole live on this, and I showed how if you hit the link, it wouldn't take you anywhere. The link that she put on her community wall for you guys to buy your tickets early. So this is what the first go around when she was all over at Mahia's and saying that they plan to raise, I think she said, I know it was in the millions of dollars with this YouTube Street Awards, but they were going to use the talent from the Mo3 sector, the beef sector. Now, but she has a page that she had over 300,000 subscribers, but she wasn't going to pull the talent from them. And they were going to stay together in an Airbnb, and the YouTube's Awards was going to be in excess of 12 hours, and she was going to drive them to and from the Airbnb, which somewhere upstate New York, which was an hour and a half away drive. After doing a 12-hour show, she was going to drive them an hour and a half back and forth. And I just hit the links that she had on her community wall, and I did a live on them that they went nowhere. Then when you typed it in, it went to an office space with stock photos, and I showed you the mission statement of said company, and I hit on the events. And the only events that this big corporation, it was in not the Trump Towers, it was in Trump office. It was in some Trump office tower, not the Trump Towers where he lives and all of that. It was a different Trump building. So it had pictures of the elevators, the empty office rooms with calculators and blank notepads on the office, just a whole stock of shit. And then, so I hit on the events that they were having. And, so you want to know what are they doing for events? And the only events that they had was this YouTube award show and that fake island vacation that she was giving away. And then I went to, I showed you guys and I took you guys to their clients, and the only clients they had were all YouTube awards, that hypnotic, whatever that Trish does and everything. And then shortly thereafter, it was removed from her community wall. So we've known that Shish Trish has been out here grifting the people for a long, 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 long time. Ronnie Q, I had to do a double take. I thought Barry was my dead drunk ex-husband. Don't forget, he sells merchandise. Do not forget the merch. Okay. Didn't someone go to the site only to find it under construction? I think that there were pictures of it under construction. That was the second site after she said she was going to have a smaller venue. This wasn't that Trump building. No, 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 no. This was not that Trump building. That was the second site that she put up. Lord, yeah. Good morning, Grand Rising. TC, is good to see you. Oh wow. Eh, Okay, so let me. YouTube's award. I think it was a plug for voter registration, but how are you not going to hold the event and still come back after the fact? I don't think that it was anything about voter registration. She had initially said that P. Diddy was going to be Mahia was going to be paid, but not his wife originally. He was not going to be paid. He was going to be flown out, but not his wife. I used to be over there in my hair. It's like, what's on your rider? What is this? What is that? What is this? And she didn't want to pay anyone. She thought that the exposure alone that they would get from this big fundraiser. But how is it a fundraiser if you're calling it the YouTube Street Awards? So what about people in the beef sector would garner people to give anything in this awards slash fundraiser? I think she said she expected to. I don't want to be wrong. I think she said $2 million she expected to raise during the YouTube Street Awards. So let's be clear. She talked about millions. Yeah, I could be. I'm trying to lowball it. I think it was more that she actually quoted. Okay. Hey, lovely one. So, in other words, Trish is cuckoo. Yes, in layman's terms, she's a loon. Wasn't the mayor of New York supposed to be there? Well, he might be there if the mayor gets off scot free. Yes, I talked about that earlier. It seems like her Diddy and the mayor make it off scot free. So when she was over there at Mahia's talking about Diddy was going to be one of the special guests, and then I wrote in the chat, uh, how is Diddy going to be one of the special guests when it seems like Diddy is going to be arrested? So that was, hey, Treasure Lane, Grand Rising, Z Sarah. I was like, how is Diddy going to be a special guest when it seems like Diddy is going to be arrested? That was prior to him being arrested. And then she came back 2 or 3 days later, and then she said that Mayor Adams was going to be the special guest. And then there go pesky little Ronnie Q again. Well, how first it was Diddy and now it's Mayor Adams. How is Mayor Adams going to be the special guest when he's probably going to be arrested because they're looking into him for campaign finance fraud for taking money from the Turkish government. See, uh, maybe it does people some good to know something about politics. And then she was like, "What are you talking about?" She went off and was mad and crazy. And then what happened? Mayor Adams was in fact arrested. But like I say, they're saying that 45, 47 may be the linchpin that gets both of these people off. So Trish was out here naming the absolute worst two people when she was trying to push this YouTube Street Awards on people like they were as dumb as her. So now it came around to this hypnotic what is it what is it to this hypnotic, wait a minute, no, what is it called, the butterfly progressive thing. So now we're at the butterfly progressive thing when the court papers were shown, and she is still in denial. James, if you weren't here early enough, you know that Trish is a very professional, a consummate professional, and even though Raw showed that paperwork that she did not have a suit against Raw, when she sued Raw and the court dismissed the case with prejudice, saying that she cannot bring the court bring that case to court again. She said that her partner could bring the case. It did not say her partner. James, if you want to see who her partner is, this big professional shish Trish, hit that link. And you will see her partner actually introduce this butterfly progressive. This is Trisha's partner, who she went on her live and was yelling and screaming about how he is a subsidiary of her business, and she met him through Spike Lee and Russell Simmons, and he did this, that, and the other. And you will see the introduction that this professional, who is Trisha's partner, actually gave. So, are we done with entertaining anything from Shish Trish yet? Are we done? I call it Trisha's hip hop TikTok. It's just, hey sunshine, how are you doing? Good morning, Ronnie Mods in chat. Seasons greetings. Bipolar. I with all of that yelling and screaming and been done, been done. So this is these are the people who are trotting around the beef sector. These are the people who are trotting around this beef sector, and still just can't just let it go. So we're supposed to be well, somebody is supposed to be waiting on this vacation to Belize. Grand Rising for good and evil. Uh, Grand Rising. So uh sounds like Trish needs to stop saying who's attending her function. They all end up in jail. Yeah, it's just crazy. Oh, don't resurrect that drunk piece of shit. She will regret it at Unwind with Miss Messy. He will fuck up any event. I don't even know. Hey, Grand Rising, Very Carey. Yeah, so she's a bigger scammer than a Nigerian. I I and she was this event. If you didn't cancel the event uh way in advance, this company which you saw was connected to her and everything, only things that she had going on, would take 40% of your deposit for registration, for res- registration fees or administrative fees or something to that effect. So she was going to get money out of you by crook or by crook. Child. So that's what I saw going on with Shish Trish. Um, what else? What else? What else? I didn't see a lot that went on yesterday. I didn't see Bertha May come on. Um, no, I just didn't see that much happening yesterday. Um, hey, Angela T. White. Last I heard, she was saying she was having it on a private island. Well, the last I heard, she was having it on Belize, unless they have some smaller islands near Belize. I heard 40 milligrams of ozanzapine, mandated psych therapy, no end date, refusal to comply to this order, 5150 is issued. Oh, that, is that your script? Someone was doxxed. Who was doxxed? T. Danielle. Uh, KRN called himself doxing a bunch of people. Yeah, I talked about that. I just don't go into that because I really don't care about all of that. So I just what I do see is everybody was excited to get the information about K Fit, and then everybody's like, well, how dare him do that? Oh, I'm gonna delete this comment. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Oh my God. Thank you for good and evil. Preparing to take a shower. Stay amazing. You as well. Thank you for good and evil. Uh, hey, Miss Queenie. Yeah, I got that. I saw that as well for good and evil. But it is what it is. Okay, so there was one more thing I wanted to. Oh, now. So did you guys notice the backpedaling and pussy popping? Did you notice the backpedaling and pussy popping in consignment clothes and wicker purses and fake Chanel glasses yesterday? Did you notice that? Did you notice how all of the sudden, uh, all of the sudden, remember the last we spoke? It's up and stuck with K Fit though. It's up and stuck with K Fit. It's up and stuck with K Fit. Hold on. Don't pay no attention to my teeth that keep falling off the roof of my mouth. It's up and stuck with K Fit though. And don't pay attention to me sounding like I am chewing on a wet rubber band. It up and stuck with K Fit. But now, and if I was a doctor, I would put K Fit's mugshot out. So, are we going to act like we didn't hear any of that happen? Are we gonna act like we didn't hear that happen from a bitch who's sound like she's chewing on wet salami? Every time I thought every time, and stuff is stuck with K Fit though. And I think Dump Down he put that back out because I think that he was trying to set up K Fit. No, it seems like he set your ass up. No, he it was Dump Down style. It was I did say if I was a doctor that I would put a mugshot out that they didn't want out. I did say that it King Kyos didn't take down my camera slip that I told you that I didn't care about. Everybody has seen it. It's 4 years old. But I did say that if he didn't take it down, that I would put out a picture that nobody wanted out. And I did allude to that I had the power to put it out. And let's not forget that I said, I didn't have anything that everybody else didn't have. I said I didn't have anything that everybody else didn't have. So how do I know that everybody else had the same thing that I had? Maybe I sent it to everyone. That maybe that's how I know that everybody had the same thing I had. But everything has changed yesterday. Announcement. I have a new announcement. I don't have no problem with K-Fit. I have no problem with K-Fit. Bitch, she did all of this prior to that mugshot being released. And then miraculously, yesterday, I don't have no problem with K-Fit. I don't have no problem with K-Fit. I don't have any problem with K-Fit. And people tried to bet, and King Roman, you thought you ate yesterday. You thought you ate. You don't know how to eat right, King Roman. He really thought you ate. You only eat when your sucker is stuck to your dentures that are always falling out of your mouth, King Roman. That's how you eat, King Roman. You didn't eat King Roman. I have no problem with K-Fit though. I don't have any. Hold on, those my teeth. Hold on. I don't have any problem with K-Fit though. I'm going to stop walking around Philly. I'm going to get me a motor scooter, but I hope my teeth don't fall out. I have a hard time keeping them in while walking, but I need a vehicle, because it's only so much walking I can do around Philly. Okay, so She did a whole thing about Stump Down and K Fit and who else? Why am I talking about this? I'm talking about this because she put me in some shit and said that I said some shit about her child that I didn't say. But now you want to wash all over everything. And then you came back and apologized and said, "Oh, I spoke too soon. I didn't get out the information." And then when you saw that I had a live set up, I don't take anything back. What I said is what I said. And then in further live, if I say something, it's a receipt. If I say it, it's a receipt because I said it. And I had no problem going back to people who I got things wrong and apologizing to them. I had no problem apologizing to people when I get sick. But I don't have anything against K-Fit. I had nothing against K-Fit. Now, Miss Toby, I never apologized directly to you for lying and saying that you had K-Fit's mug shot in your phone. But what I did is I just snuck on my community wall and I said, "Oh, I was using that as an example." But then I come out of my mouth and say, if I'm wrong about something, I have no problem. I had no problem in saying I am wrong with what I said. I had no problem in saying I was wrong. But Miss Toby, I did not apologize to you. I just snuck on my community wall and I said that I was using you as an example. So you guys got it. I have no problem with K-Fit. I did not drop one receipt where right you said the lying ass shit that I said. And I did not drop any receipts about that. But I'm just going to ignore that I said all of that about Ronnie Q, who supported me and my channel and told you guys to go over and go over and to subscribe to me to get me to my 1,000 of viewers. I'm just going to ignore the lying ass shit that I said about Ronnie Q because I thought that it was the time to attack Ronnie Q. Everybody else was doing it, and I'm a stupid bitch. So I'm going to take the opportunity to be an opportunist like I am. And, you know, you guys can trust me, you know, because I don't be out here trying to hurt anyone. Even though all the shit that I dropped on Angry Arms is shit that I was complicit with her in, and I was her bestie while she was doing this shit. But I only saw the chance to talk about it now that we are no longer friends. See, I don't want you to pay attention to the fact that me and her was hand in hand, arm in arm, skipping across the coals of hell when we did all of this shit together. But just look at her. Don't forget that I was her friend during all the time that all of this stuff was happening. You know, just don't pay attention to this. Like you are not supposed to pay attention to my teeth falling out of my mouth as I sucked them up. Girl, bye. The bullshit of all of it. Be right back. My parents are pulling into the driveway. See you in a bit. Okay, see you in a bit as well. For those who are working, use your your EAPASP. Okay. So let me see what else I have to say about that. I have a dentist appointment today. Thank you, Jesus, for a dental plan and routine checkups. Yeah. So now all of a sudden she has no problems with K-Fit. Now all of a sudden we are supposed to forget that she was, as far as I heard, the first person that came on the street and said that K-Fit had a mugshot. We are supposed to forget all of the lies that she said about Ronnie Hugh and never proved not a one of them. Just continue to babble off her mouth saying more lies, more lies, more lies. So it is just fantastic to not be a liar. It is fantastic to let a lying bitch just keep on lying and reveal her own lies. If everybody know if I dox, I would own up to it. If I dox, I would own up to it. But I had no problem with K-Fit. If I dox, I would put K-Fit's mugshot out. Make it make sense. Make any of this babbling bitches lies make any sense. and had the audacity to say that I said something about her children after I heard Kwani say something. No, I said I put the mental health hotline up. I didn't mention your children. I put that up after you came out because you are about to run off of YouTube and you gave way too much information about your own children. I didn't even comment about your children at all. I put the mental health line up and I say, just in case you or somebody you know need this. Nobody knows when they are going to need this number. I had compassion towards your situation because you was running your punk ass off of YouTube. And then you're going to come back and lie on me and continue to lie on me and continue to act like I stutter in all of this shit. Bitch, I'd rather, if I did stutter, I'd rather stutter to be a doxing, lying, scandalous ass bitch like you. And they said that I doxed Rick Reed, but I did that after he doxed me. Rick Reed, I'm so glad that you got here. Rick Reed told you I did that after. Well, you did it. You did it. And you did it. Anyway, so please thumbs up the live. Okay. Hey, YouTube cameras, how are you? Cutting up early in the morning. Yeah, so you just let liars. Not once have you spoken ill of anyone's child. I got the timestamp. I got the timestamp. If you go to the 11-minute timestamp, you will see it. If you go to the 11-minute timestamp, hey, Tulsa, if you go to an 11-minute timestamp, you will see it, and you see absolutely nothing. Lying ass bitch. So the story has changed again. Grand rising to you as well, Tulsa. The story has changed again. So let me see. I have 2 more minutes. Do I have anything else to say in these 2 minutes? So Reed is a liar. Reed was the first one that I heard say anything about a mugshot on her channel. And now she has no problem with Kate Fit. Now she's slinking back. I have mugshot. That's no big deal. I don't have a mugshot. I don't have a mugshot. We all don't have mugshots. So try to make it like, oh, it's commonplace. Like, we all have brown skin. You should be proud of your brown skin. Make it make sense. Now she's backpedaling and pussy popping on all of this shit that she said. Have an awesome day as well. Unwind with Miss Messy. Okay. Okay, so who saw this thing with Jasmine Crockett? I just want to show you guys this. Oh, did you guys see what RFK Jr. said that you guys, you black people, you niggers, should do to uplift yourself? Let's talk about what RFK Jr. Said about what you niggers need to do to uplift yourself. I want to let you guys see this first. Okay. Now, see, this man of privilege, this man who grew up in privilege from his granddaddy's being a moonshiner when it wasn't legal, who made their fortune, is going to tell you why. Wow, let's listen to this. I'm using my fair use as part of news reporting. So let's see what RFK Jr. have to tell you darkies about what you need to do to lift yourselves up. Let's continue.
How we need to deal with racism. I just wrote it.
So I don't think you can change that part of human nature. But what you can
Hold on. He is telling us how we need to deal with racism. So what he says is, I don't think you can change the white people. I don't think you can change the races. He has no idea about how to change races from being racist. So in the face of that, this is what you Negroes ought to do. Okay, let's continue.
do is you can make kids resilient against it. And the way you do part of human nature.
Oh no.
Well, he had some comments about Black people and how we need to deal with racism. I just rolled it.
So I don't think you can change that part of human nature. What you can do is you can make kids resilient against it. And the way you do that is by giving them a great education so that they know that they have potential.
I don't think you can change that part of human nature. He said being racist is human nature, and I don't think you can change that. But you can give children a great education. The education that Donald Trump said and agreed with, that if they want to teach history in school, about that they were bought over here and demanded to work free on stolen land, and he said that those schools wouldn't get any funding. The education that you're supposed to get, and you accept to work under this administration, who said that they want to actually shutter the Department of Education. Are we going to pretend like you're in Mar-a-Lago? That's in Florida. You're in Mar-a-Lago now more than you are in California where you live. So are we going to pretend like we don't know the assault on Black history in the state of Florida and in every other state? So how Black children are supposed to defeat racism, because it is unattainable to change the human nature of the races. God forbid. Do you think we're gonna stop the racists from being racist? Are you crazy? Okay, so you can give your child a good education and listen to these Black jobs that he's also talking about. Let's continue.
And the other thing is to give them business models, role models, and opportunities within their own neighborhood. Black men who are running bars.
Within their own neighborhood, not in my white neighborhood. Give them this in their own neighborhood. See, like I tell you, segregation was a blessing and a curse. See, because had we kept our own money in our own neighborhoods, well, we see what happens when we did that. We see all of them, the pillaging of successful Black neighborhoods and communities, but they act like they really want you to succeed. But God forbid that you that you gain too much personal wealth and are able to stand in your own community by themselves. What do? They actually bombed in Tulsa. But they act like they never did that. Let's continue. I'm sorry, I'm talking too much. I'm gonna let this finish. Okay.
Barbershops, who are running bars, who are running dance studios, who are running local businesses, restaurants, etc., and who are part of that community. And when I was a kid, my uncle was the first Irish Catholic president of our country. And when he ran for president, there was a tremendous resurgence in anti-Catholic sentiment in this country, and a resurgence of the Ku Klux Klan. I remember crosses being burned when I was a kid against an anti-Catholic president. A lot of I was called a Mick, a mackerel snatcher, all these anti-Catholic slurs when I was a kid.
Okay, so they was burning crosses because of you. They was burning crosses in Hyannisport. I don't think that they were burning crosses at the Kennedy compound. Okay, let's continue.
And it never bothered me. If somebody called me that, I would think that guy's got a problem. But I didn't think I have a problem. And that because
How could you think that you had a problem? You weren't red line out of being able to live where you wanted to live. You didn't have to go in the back of any thing in your whole entire life. Your generational wealth was not taken from you. As a matter of fact, come to find out that you guys had so much wealth that your father distributed, your grandfather distributed money that was to be endowed to all of his 9 children and their children. So he's acting like we're talking about the same thing based upon his religion. And he didn't suffer a day in the United States. But we're supposed to believe like, hey, oh, he understands us. Get the fuck out of my face. Let's continue.
I had a great education. I had a family who loved me. I had role models in my country. I had confidence in my own future. Oh, those kind of things had no impact on me. And that's the kind of resilience that.
Okay, the one thing that he left out is he had a wealth of money and connections that wealth of money gave him. So, and he had that white skin, the protection, what was that? The protection of the something, whatever. We gonna act like that didn't make a difference. Let's continue.
We want to give the Black American children so that they have so much confidence in their own future that when they do encounter the inevitable racism, that it will bounce off them, that they'll be, like the Avengers, they'll be immune to it.
When they do encounter the inevitable racism, you're going to get this racism. You are going to get this racism. So you better learn how to handle it. Like, now you can't even use an example how to handle in this inevitable racism in terms that even make sense. Like you need to let it bounce off of you like the Avengers. The fuck, the Avengers are not real beings. First of all, don't tell me that I need to handle this real racism in this country that I live in like some comic book characters. You can't even think of a realistic way to counter this inevitable racism that we can't do anything about. And then you want us to okay, let's continue. Y'all get my point.
And then we don't have to stop racism altogether.
And then we don't have to stop racism altogether. Do you hear what this man is saying to these black people? And ain't one of these black men came and kicked him in his nuts and then gave him an uppercut to his face? This is a motherfucker who was on heroin, who had the leisure to be on heroin as he was going through college and graduated college, telling you what. Let's continue.
Going to be able to do that, but we can have children that are not affected by it, that don't internalize it, that don't see it as.
So he is actually trying to tell you that your child can go through all of this inevitable racism that they're going to have to deal, that nobody is trying to figure out how to do. Just it's inevitable, and your child is going to be unaffected. See, but because they act like our children are not their children. They always otherize black children. So black children are supposed to just be dealt all of this racism, all of this hate because of your insecurities. And we are not supposed, and there's a way for us to not be affected because we're not like other children in the first place. So why would we think that black children would be affected by this racism that they are always living under? So this is 4547's man telling you that do something, raise your children a little stronger, and they won't be affected by this racism. Let's continue.
As their problem. They see it as the person whose race is problem.
Let me see if there's. I think
when I was a kid. Crosses being burned when I was a kid against an resurgence in anti-Catholic sentiment in this country, and a resurgence of the Ku Klux Klan. I remember crosses being burned when I was a kid against an anti-Catholic president. A lot of other. I was called a Mick, a mackerel snatcher, all these anti-Catholic slurs when I was a kid, but it never bothered me. If somebody called me that, I would think that guy's got a problem. But I didn't think I have a problem. And that because I had
This is where the Kennedy family traveled. This is where they played football. Y'all know there were no crosses being burned at the Kennedy family compound. None of those things were actually happening there. You do know.
Okay. So I just wanted to share that with you. Please hit the like button. And I'm going to share one thing else. Jasmine Crockett. It's just amazing how even this corporate news media try to distort the actual news. Okay. Let me show you this one first. Okay. So, let me move this comment. So, the title of this clip is Jasmine Crockett. They had a hearing about DEI. They want to close down the whole DEI department. So this is the New York Post. The title of this clip is Dem lawmaker Jasmine Crockett rants about the white man, in quote, the white man, during a hearing on the Dismantle DEI Act. This is the title that they put. And let's see what they decided to present to you. Let's see what they decided.
It's because you can then misuse words like oppression. There has been no oppression for.
Hold on. It seems like it's a commercial. Hold on. Let me get this commercial.
Take my eyes off my.
Okay, let's start over.
Misuse words like oppression. There has been no oppression for the white man in this country. You tell me which white men were dragged out of their homes. You tell me which one of them got dragged all the way across an ocean and told that you are going to go and work. We are going to steal your wives. We are going to rape your wives. That didn't happen. That is oppression. We didn't ask to be here. We not the same migrants that y'all constantly come up against. We didn't run away from home. We were stolen. So yeah, we are going to sit here and be offended when you want to sit here and act like, and don't let it escape you that it is white men on this side of the aisle telling us, people of color on this side of the aisle, that y'all are the ones being oppressed, that y'all are the ones that are being harmed.
Okay. Hold on. So, we saw how they presented that. I watched that last night. Okay. Child, New York Post. Okay. So we saw how they presented that. So they decided to play it when she came in with facts. Was there any lie? Okay. Let's see the whole thing that she said, but what they didn't want to present to you. It's the same thing, but why watch what your media does to the facts. Now let's see what the title of this one is. This is comes from TYT, the Young Turks. The other one came from the Washington Post. The title of this one is Watch Crockett Educates MAGA on the Definition of Oppression. You see the difference in the titles, in the presentation of it all from the title on? Let's see. You gotta, and somebody in one of these is going to talk about microaggressions. In the title itself, they try to skew your view of what this woman is actually saying. Let's continue. So I'm going to let you hear the whole thing of what she had to say.
Law, but some of you don't realize that I actually was a business major out of Rhodes College in Memphis, Tennessee. And the emphasis that I got in my business degree was on finance. And as I traveled the country campaigning this election cycle, one of the things that I talked about was this idea that in finance, we always promote this idea of diversity. If you know anything about a portfolio, the one thing that you want to do is make sure that it's as diverse as possible, because at times certain stocks will perform better than others, and they will exemplify various strengths and weaknesses. And together, a diverse portfolio is usually what any good finance person would promote. They wouldn't promote that you solely invest in vanilla wafers, believing that that is going to be the strongest portfolio, but instead they may want to add some chocolate cake and some Twinkies into the mix to make sure that we have the best portfolio, because there will be different preferences by different people. And again, there will be different strengths. But as I sit here and I think about what we say and what I'm hearing as it relates to diversity when it comes to anything outside of making money. And to be clear, we are losing GDP every time we try to push back on this idea of diversity, because all of us bring something different to the table. But you consistently said over and over the word oppression, and every time that you said it, it was almost as if I was hearing nails on a chalkboard, because it seems like you don't understand the definition of oppression. And I'd ask you to just refer to Google to help you out. Oppression is the prolonged, cruel, or unjust treatment or control. That is the definition of oppression. And so as I sit here as a Black woman who practiced civil rights, let me tell you, the reason that my colleagues wanted to make sure you understood the same Black history that your side of the aisle wants to delete out of classrooms is because you can then misuse words like oppression. There has been no oppression for the white man in this country. You tell me which white men were.
Okay. So now you have a better grasp of what they did not want you to see about this Black woman and this argument, how taking DEI out of things actually helps corporations lose money, but they don't care. They would rather lose money than to put you in a position of power. Did you understand that this is not, they try to make you think that there's some ghetto bird up there talking about the white man in quote, but they didn't want to let you know where she was getting her information from, her education prowess or anything. They didn't want you to see any of that. Okay, so a last one. I have a last one. It is from, I think it's from, I forget what channel this asshole's from. This is the last one. He wants to comment about the things, and he Newsmax, anchor, and he wants to comment on her like she's just a. He said, "I think this is a microaggression. As a matter of fact, I think it's a microaggression. No, I think it's I forget. And then he said, no, it's just a micro. What is it? Macro. No, I just think it's aggression. I just think that this is an angry Black woman. That's what he said. Okay, let's let you. And they're talking about DEI, eliminating DEI. This is just an angry Black woman. Here it is. I think it is. No, here it is, right here. Okay. This is the last one I want to show you. Okay. Let's go.
Name one slave who came from Africa and arrived in America. All right. Just give me one name. I don't think she would have it. The silliest member of Congress since AOC. She says crazy, racist stuff all the time. And it's a little trick. She tries to intimidate people with it.
Hello, everybody. Guys, we got this just racist piece of trash on Newsmax. Let's get right into it. And I have 2 different segments to show you, and we'll talk about it.
Is Jasmine Crockett. She's vying to be the silliest member of Congress since AOC. She says crazy, racist stuff all the time, and it's a little trick. She tries to intimidate people with it. It often works. I wish she tried it around me sometime. It's not going to work, but when people start talking like this, it has a way of kind of shutting people up. It's an act of...
Yeah, because it's the fact. But now you on here talking about like she's you notice how they always try to act like intelligent Black women are unintelligent. And you're sitting up here with this bullshit saying that she is saying racist things. She doesn't have the power to be a racist. But you want to make sure you keep your power to be racist by making sure that the diversity, equity, and inclusion in all of these top jobs are not shut out from Black people. And that's how you keep your racism. So this reverse racism bullshit. Okay, let's continue.
It's a low-grade aggression, micro.
Have you ever heard?
Okay, let me get past this commercial. It's a low-grade aggression, microaggression.
Attention to the words he uses.
Aggression. Maybe it's a macro aggression. That's just aggression. Watch.
It's a microaggression. Maybe it's a macroaggression. Yeah, it's just aggression. She's just an aggressive Black woman. We seen them a dime a dozen. She's trying. Okay, let me let you guys finish this.
You can then misuse words like oppression. There has been no oppression for the white man in this country. You tell me which white men were dragged out of their homes. You tell me which one of them got dragged all the way across an ocean and told that you are going to go and work. We are going to steal your wives.
All right, there have been a lot of global calamities, okay? A lot of things have gone wrong in the world. The Holocaust, anybody? Exodus.
So, there's been a lot of global catastrophes in the country. The Holocaust, anybody? So, you want to acknowledge the Holocaust while not acknowledging what she is saying. So just because you're right, there has been a lot of, so that doesn't discount slavery. That doesn't override slavery because the Holocaust happened. Then you can discount slavery and all the laws and all the Jim Crow laws and all the shit that Black people have gone through and have never rebounded or have been repaid for. But see, because the people in the Holocaust was paid for their suffering and they didn't suffer 400 years. The Holocaust in their body. Okay, let me continue.
Global calamities, okay? A lot of things have gone wrong in the world. The Holocaust, anybody? Exodus, in the Bible. She's a piece.
Did you see this piece of trash? How he just smiles and laughs about it? The faces he made?
Even went back to the Bible, the Exodus in the Bible. These are the 2 examples that you have to ignore the horror of slavery and try to make her seem like she's crazy. And this is the most recent calamity in the world. This is the most recent one. It's no, it's not the recent, most recent. The Holocaust was, but this is still within generations of people who are actually living on this planet. You went all the way back to the Exodus in the Bible. Let's continue.
Like, guys, this is white nationalism. This is white imperialism. This guy is so disgusting. You have to hear what he says and the comparison. He's calling her racist because these idiots are trying to, on the right, are trying to pass an anti-DEI bill because they call it, as you heard before, anti-white. Guys, these people are highly dangerous. This is what a lot of people, millions of people, are listening to every.
Yeah, and that's the news that some people are only digesting. And so you wonder, they say that they have a mandate in this election. They won this election by less than 1 point something percent. That a mandate, that is a polarity of the votes. That is not a mandate. And they are still counting votes in California. Let's be clear. Joe Biden won by 4 point something percent over Donald Trump. And what happened? They would not even accept the election, and they were rioting at the Capitol. But they want you to believe that, hey, this is what the country wants. It's clear. Majority of the country wants this. No, a plurality of the country may want this. But here's the link to this. You can continue watching this at your leisure. Here's the link. That's why you gotta look at the shit that they try to pull the wool over your eyes. They're always trying to pull the wool over your eyes. Not starting her comments at where she started them at, just to try to make her look like some wild, raging lunatic who is stuck on race in this whole conversation. None of that. They don't do none of that. So that's the stuff that I want you guys to see. I see I have no comments. So when he shouted out Exodus, I wanted to slap him. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. So these are some of the things that are going on in your country. I'm just giving you the information. So the last thing I want to share with you guys is not political. I think a lot of you guys may remember this story. The mother, I think she was in Florida, a old shrew threw a skate at her son and hit her son with the skate. And then the mother went over to talk to the lady. The cops had been called on this lady many a times about the behavior and her cursing out these children, small children, and all of this stuff. So the lady went over there after her son came and said that she threw a skate and it hit him. And so Susan Lorenzics, a 60-year-old Florida woman, has been sentenced to 25 years in prison for the fatal pow-powing of her neighbor, AJ Owens, through a locked door. The incident occurred in 2023. Lorenz had a history of confrontations with Owens' children. When Owens approached her home to address the issue, Lorenz fired the fatal shot. The court found the shooting unnecessary and motivated by anger rather than self-defense. Owens leaves behind 4 children, and the case highlighted concerns about pow-pow violence and racial tensions. So I remember when this story first came out, they didn't even arrest this woman. They didn't even arrest her. So yeah, I just wanted to give you leave on And the son who went and told his mother about the incident has so much remorse because he feels like if he wasn't the one who told his mother that this woman threw that skate at him, she would still be alive. He is still dealing with a whole lot of guilt, traumatized uh, this child beyond just the loss of his mother, him believing that it's his fault. So, that's all that I got for you guys today. I hope you guys have a happy holiday. Those of you who celebrated, those of you who just may have the day off and do different things and participate in different activities because you do not celebrate it. It is way understandable. But I hope you guys have a happy holiday. I may or may not be back in the morning because I have a lot of preparation and chopping up things to do. So I may not be back in the morning. If I get a lot of it done today, I will. So thank you. Thank you, Kimberly Black. So if you see me, my live setup, that means I'm going live. If you don't, that means you may see me on the YouTube street tomorrow. But I can't call it right now. I'm playing it by ear. Thank you guys for being here. If you want to support the channel, $ Ronnie Q. Do not forget about on the 14th, the charcuterie board competition over at Leo the Lioness Queen. And don't forget on the 15th, right here on my channel, at Leo's thing is at 8 p.m. On the 14th, and then on the 15th over here on my channel at 3 o'clock p.m. That's Pacific Standard Time, 6 o'clock Eastern, 5 o'clock Central. We're going to have our CC's give back to the subscribers. So you must be here to win. So thank you very much. And y'all have a nice day. All right. I'm out of here. All right. Thank you for being here. $ Ronnie Q to support the channel. And if you want the keychain, join the membership and I will give you a free keychain.